Nothing but net.
Nothing but net. Episode 45. We are here.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Got the Dre and Jeremy show today. No Alex again. Don't know when he gonna be back. That man's gotten busy now. So life finally caught up to Alex now. So Indri, just want to say thank you for the last video. 203 views. That's very good. So keep on hitting that like and subscribe button. And now we're gonna get right into it. So for our first topic, we're gonna talk about, of course, what happened. Game 4, NBA Finals, Boston versus Warriors. So tell me all your thoughts about Game 4, Dre, and how'd you like it?
Um, it's crazy, bro. Cause like I asked you guys who you like guys have for game 4, and I think we all agree Golden State. Um, so Steph, man, he put up like I think this series is one of his best performances like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
ever had in the
Because
finals.
they was
Like
calling this game like a legacy game or something like that. You know,
yeah,
that
yeah,
yeah.
for
I
sure.
was kind of like, I was kind of confused by that, like legacy game. Like they're only down 2-1, but I get where they're coming from. But yeah, like this is probably to me like probably one of his best series that playoff series that we've seen in recent years. You know, it's just he's just showing us why he's probably going to be a top 10 player all time when it's all said and done. If he wins the chip this year, yeah. But game 4, like I was just in awe because like Boston was up by like I think it was up by like 6 with like 4 minutes left. So I thought Boston's gonna take it home. I'm like, damn, like
Yeah,
three
me too.
one. I'm I'm, I'm here saying like, damn, like Golden State about to be down 3-1, and I'm like, can they do it again? Like, can they pull another 3-1 comeback? So like, yeah, but Curry had other plans, man. 43 points, 10 rebounds, seven threes, man. I was just in awe, man. It was just incredible. So yeah, but yeah, this tie right now back in Golden State. So hopefully this series just keeps on going because I want this series to go to 7, man. Because like both these teams are playing hard, both these teams are playing well, so
Yeah,
so we'll see.
yeah.
Um, but for Tatum, like Tatum has played he's played he's played all right, but I wish like he'd just be a little bit more more aggressive because like I had him winning the finals MVP, but it's starting to look more like Jalen Brown a little bit, which I mean like which one bothered me. But Tatum needs to have like one of those games that he had in he had like in like game 7 last year. Not last year, last series versus Miami. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that he does need a little be more aggressive. Now, some people, you got these little stat nerds out here saying, "Well, oh, he's being very inefficient." I'm like, okay. I
you're
mean, when
you're
you're
going
in
to
the
be inefficient when you're in the finals. Like most of the players aren't inefficient in the finals. Like you only got like a certain handful of players, but most of the guys are going to take a lot of shots because it's the finals. So like you're trying to win.
exactly.
So
I mean, yeah, but it's starting to look like that Jalen Brown might get that Finals MVP, which would not be a big deal because like at the end of the day, it's all about getting that championship.
right,
So yeah, so if but there's gonna be some people who are some Jason Tatum critics or
right.
who
But it's all
want to be
about getting that championship at a young age because he's 24, won the chip at 24, and you're a rising a superstar. It's perfect, man. You're in a perfect situation. 24, you got a championship, so
exactly.
uh,
Yeah, but for the Warriors, I mean, the main concern going into the series was like how is like Klay Thompson gonna do. He's helped like for the past 2 games. I think last
yeah.
game he had like 20, like 25, I think,
Hmm.
and I think he had 17 in this one.
Yeah.
And the aside, and then also Wiggins and Poole helping too on the offensive side too. to help Steph. So, what you think about Klay Thompson so far in the series, and also Draymond too?
Thompson, he's been all right. I mean, like, I'm like most of the shots that he takes are the shots that we've seen him take throughout the years since he's been in the league. But like, but like he's still getting back in the flow. So like, I give him another year um, until he's fully healthy. But for right now, like to my standard, like I think he's playing all right. Could be like, could be a bit more better, but you know, but um, but I think like he'll be back completely healthy next year. So because he did came come back in January, which not an excuse at all. But he's still trying to get in the flow of things. So but he'll be all right. Speaking of Draymond, I mean. Like, are we shocked here that Draymond Green's like this? Are we shocked? I mean, I don't know why people are shocked by what Draymond says nowadays, because we all know Draymond's antics. But for him, he could play a lot better, a lot better. I understand he's not the 13, 15 point scorer that he was 6 years ago, but you can do better than 2 points and six fouls, you know, and playing 35, 40 minutes a game. But for him, he's not gonna score, but if he can get you like 8, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, 4 blocks, I'm satisfied. That's a typical Draymond Green type line. But for him, like just these like he's like I saw a stat saying like that he has points and fouls. Like he has like the same amount of points and the same amount of fouls. You can't have that, man. You can't have the same amount of points and the same amount of fouls. Like so he's fouling out every single game. No, you, but for Draymond, I'm not shocked, but he does need to play a lot better because, like, 'cause I saw people saying like, "Oh, they should bench Draymond Green and should put Kaminga in the lineup." I'm like, okay, I doubt that happens, but yeah, but for Green, I'm not shocked, but he does need to play a lot better than he has been in his finals. But they're winning, so I don't, I can't really argue because they're winning. Winning's more important than stats in the finals. But if they was losing, if Golden State was down 0-3 and Draymond Green's putting up 2 points and six fouls, oh, he would have been crucified.
I agree with you. But for Klay Thompson, I know like people want him to be that same Klay Thompson from 3 or 4 years back, but you got to understand, like this man just came from 2 career-ending injuries, like the ACL first, then the Achilles. Like it's like it's not gonna just like come back like that fast. Like it's gonna take time for you to get back in the rhythm, and you gotta put amount of reps in and all that type of stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, I understand like the standards. Like we hold these standards, like we hold these players to a higher standards and expect them to be perfect, but it's not like that. But yeah, but I think he's gonna come back around. Like Game 6 Klay. We already know the history with Game 6
Yeah.
Klay. Yeah. So, but with Draymond, I agree he does need to play a lot better. It's just like he just kind of playing a little reckless
You
with
you
the
you can do
foul.
better than 2 points and six fouls, man. You can do way better than that. You can do way
Yeah,
better
for
than
sure,
that.
for sure. Like he shouldn't be like having these reckless fouls and things like that. He just needed just like he like I don't know what's the big deal. Like the media is just like making it a big deal out of nothing. Like he just like they're really looking like at Draymond like he's like a top 3 player or top 10 player in the league. Like we know that Draymond is not like a scorer. Like he's more of a defender and a facilitator.
He's an
Like
impact type player. Like he's an impact
yes,
type
like
player.
he's the like yes, like we'll say Steph is the car and like Draymond's the engine. Like he's
Right,
like
right.
he's the heart and soul of the team. Like he needs to impact the game defensively and be the main facilitator and get some timely
Right.
point
Get right. And get some tally buckets, right.
yeah, just get you about 10 to 12 points. It'll be and do your 7, 2, 3 blocks and steals and all that stuff. But yeah, Jordan Poole, I think he needs to play a little better. I
He
mean,
needs to play a lot better.
I think
A lot
I
better.
still think that he still got time to grow and improve. You
Oh,
know,
he does. He does.
yeah, I still think he can be a young star in this league. But yeah, I think he needs to play a little better. I do expect him to play a lot better next game. Him and Klay Thompson too. And shout out to Wiggins. He played very well.
Shout
Yes,
out to Wiggins.
last game. So yeah.
Does not get enough credit, man, because he had like 17 and like 16 rebounds, and playing great defense on Jason Tatum too.
And you know it's crazy
So
on Wiggins, like this team like is kind of reminding me of that 2015 like team. And it's like Wiggins, he's like more of a advanced Harrison Barnes. Like he's like a great over Harrison Barnes. He's like Harrison Barnes, but he's like
more athletic.
the advanced version of Harrison Barnes.
I agree with you. I I do agree with you, man. I do agree with you, man.
Like, yeah,
Wiggins has reinvented himself in the league, man. Like I'm just so proud of him because like people were just like scapegoating him, you know, for his bad play and everything. But I think once he got to Golden State, I think he just needed that fresh start because like I think him in Minnesota, with all the expectations put on him and Cat and everything, I just like he probably thought it was just too much for him. So I think a trade was great for him. Get him in Golden State, get him around that culture, that winning culture, and and losing doing now. First time All Star in NBA Finals, probably gonna win a chip. Nothing sweeter than that. So I'm proud of Wiggins. Very
yeah.
very proud of that guy.
Before we get to after the net, I want to ask you: do you think this will be the Warriors' hardest road to a champion? Like not hardest road, but like hardest like finals in terms of finals. Like this is the hardest one they've been in.
Mm, let's see, because they only face three different teams: Toronto, Cleveland. Um, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. I just felt like 2016. I felt like they just I want I want to say play down to the competition. I just saying like they just um uh, I just say they just let it go. Like they just um I think they was just mentally destroyed after what happened Game 5 when Draymond got suspended and everything. So I felt like Golden State. I feel like that's where Golden State was like mentally cracked. And
Right.
that's where Cleveland exploited them. When Curry got threw out in Game 6, that's when Cleveland knew like Draymond's gone and Curry's starting to crack. So take advantage of it. So that's where Golden State gave it away. But in terms of the finals, like they could have won that finals despite losing Draymond. They was up 3-1,
Okay.
so they could have won it. So they gave that away.
Yeah,
But in terms of like toughest finals, I'm gonna say yeah.
I agree.
I'm gonna say yeah.
I
Say
agree.
yeah.
I agree. I
Yeah,
mean, Toronto.
I felt like for Toronto, like I'm not really gonna count Toronto because like you lost Katie and Clay. It was just Steph. Like yeah, they won yeah, they won 2019. They won 2 games. Yeah, but it just didn't feel right though. But for this year, I think yeah, teams are just going back and forth. Throwing haymakers and everything. So I think
Yeah,
so. I think this is the hardest finals for them. Yeah, and we all knew that Boston was the perfect matchup for Golden State because they have length, they got shooters, they got they got shot creators. They have defense. They have everything: rebounding, shot blockers, everything that you can imagine. And I also said this to you also. If Miami played against Golden State, I would this series probably wouldn't last in 5 games for
mm,
Miami because like when Miami goes on these scoring droughts, man, it's 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 just terrible, man. Because like of course Jimmy's gonna get his, but you don't know who's gonna be your number two, and and that is the issue for Miami. They don't know who their number two is. They don't know. That's the issue. Hero Hero played terrible in the conference finals. Of course, he was injured, but when he was playing, he didn't play well. Oladipo played terrible. Lowry played terrible. I mean, so who's your number two? You don't know. But Boston is a way better matchup. Way better matchup.
Yeah, I agree. Even though I do think that Boston in this series is the better team, I do think they are the better team, but it's just like that go. It's just hard, like for me, like to bet on against Golden State because it's always like it come back to bite you in the ass. So it's like I don't, but I still don't know who's gonna win the series. I did say that whoever wins Game 2 is gonna win the series, but
Right.
it's just I just can't solely like lean on Golden State, but I can't lean on Boston. So I'm kind of like in the middle. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it can go either way.
Right. Right. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So like if Golden State was to win the series, I wouldn't be upset. If Boston wins the series, I wouldn't be upset because like both these teams deserve to be here because like I said this also. I said that the dynasty was over. I I thought it was over once KD left and they had those two terrible seasons. I thought it was over. I'm like, ain't no way they going no damn finals. Like it's it's over. But but I'm glad that they proved me wrong. Like I'm actually happy that they did prove me wrong because this team was great to see when they had a healthy Clay, a good Draymond Green, so I'm happy for both teams because I thought it was over for Golden State. I thought that dynasty was over. I'm like, yeah, it's over, man. Plus
Yeah,
plus like they were up in their 30s too, so ain't no way they're gonna do this again. But I'm glad
yeah,
that they proved me wrong. So
yeah. Because I remember like I said from the start. I think beginning of the season, I said outside of Lakers, I had Golden State going to the finals.
yeah,
So you know,
well,
here we are. But yeah, so
yeah, well, it's supposed to be Brooklyn and Golden State in the well, I think it's supposed to be Brooklyn, Los
and
Angeles in the finals at the beginning of the season, but both of them.
I don't think like to be honest, it would been like we were supposed to seen that for the past 2 seasons. I don't think we ever going to get a
We were
Brooklyn. And
supposed to see LA and we were supposed to see the Clippers and the Lakers. We didn't get that. We were supposed to see Brooklyn and
Philly.
Golden State or whatever, man. We just don't get what we want, Dre.
But that's
What
the
we
good
want.
thing though. That's the good thing though. It's
It is
always a lot of suspense and a lot of surprises. So that's the
yeah,
beauty of the game.
exactly, yeah, exactly. Young guys are taking over the league now, so
We'll see.
uh, so we
We are
so
after
we
the
get
net.
after the net. We cut the basketball part apart very short because like there isn't much going on in the league other than the finals and the draft and all that stuff. But after the net, we and Drake got these little got these little topics that we're going to talk about. So um I'm gonna go first. My first question is that when when a person gets cheated on, should that person um should that person take the cheater back, or should they just say once a cheater, always a cheater, and just dump them?
I mean,
Especially like it depends on how long you've been with the person. So if the person only cheated once and y'all been together like five, like we've been together like 5 years, like I'm gonna say like okay, like it was just a day, whatever. So tell me what you think, man.
I mean, it's really like a tough question to answer because it's like it depends who you ask because like it's two different types of people. It's one of those people like that are once they cheat, it's done. On the other side, you got people that's like, yeah, that person might have cheated. It might have been a mistake, and they might really love that person, and they, take them back. So, like I said, it's tough. Like,
Like for
I,
me, I just think it just depends on the situation that you're in because like if the person has kids or something like that, and the person is the backbone of the family, and you really need their support, of course, of course you're gonna take them back because of what they provide for the family, and and stuff like that. Like, I mean, like, but like you said, it's just more like a situational thing because, like, it depends on what kind of situation that you're in, you know. So, well, it is a tough question, but for me, it's just more like a situational thing, you know, like, what is the situation at hand, like, you know, or what does the person mean to you and and the family? Like, does the person have kids? Like, does the person have, you know, you're gonna have finances tied with the person, you know. So it's just all a situational thing. So
My question that I had for you, Jeremy, was: do you think nowadays those relationships are genuine? Do you think love in this time is like genuine?
it's like a do you think love is a real thing? I mean, um, so you're saying like what are what is in it for the person? Like what are they there for? Okay, so I think for me
Like, do you think that they are there for the with the person because they love them, or are they there because they're trying to like get something out of
um I think that's a question that should be asked when they like I think that's a question that they should like that should be asked when they're like sitting down and talking about things like what are we here for? Are we here because we of money? Are we here because we love each other? Like I think that's a question that they should ask to both of them like just sit down and just ask that question like what are we here for? Are we here because we love each other or are we here because we're both fucking billionaires? You know, so you know, but for me, is love genuine nowadays? Man, because especially for celebrities too, you know, that plays a big part in my answer too. Man, oh, oh, I don't know, man. Can't answer that, man.
it?
Cause cause celebrities are just making me, it's just twisting my answer, you know. Cause you know, so
Not even just celebrities. It have to be celebrities. It can be just in general, like
mm,
regular people. You know,
mm, it's love genuine. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I just, I don't, no, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Because like, I don't think most of the time they're there because they love each other. Like, I think they're there because they have something that they like that they want, or you know, or something like that. You know, like maybe that the person is has a big social media following and you want to be next to them just for personal gain, you know, especially for people who have huge followings. Like maybe you want to be with the person just because you want to get or maybe you want to reap the benefits of being with that person, you know. So like so I think for most relationships, I think it's not genuine because like there's always something that the person sees in them that they want. I don't think they truly want it because of who they are as a person. I think they want something because like they have something that they don't and they want to take advantage of it. So so I think no. I I think no. I think there's
yeah,
something in there.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with you. I agree with you. I think nowadays, like being like in a relationship, I don't think it's genuine because most of the time it is like they trying to get something out of it, especially like if it got to do with money or it got to do with clout, or anything. Because I think we're living in a time where like people are so influenced by social media because they are looking, especially like they looking at these celebrities like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, and like saying, well, if this dude and don't make a lot of money, then you don't be with him, or like shit like that. Like if he can't spend racks on you, like then don't be with him, like stuff like that. And same in return, like it's just like it's like really no use to being in a relationship if it's just gonna be like that, because like how, like, because you're gonna question, like, is this person really want to be with me because they love me, or they just trying to see what I have to offer? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so yeah, that's what. And the thing too is like when you young, like when you like our age, because me and you me and you are around the same age, so it's like,
Mm.
do you really want to be in a relationship like at 20, 21 years old? Like you should be like enjoying, like you shouldn't be worrying about trying to be in a relationship.
You should
Like
worry just about building like just building yourself up, like build your money, like build your brand, like build your reputation, like stuff like that. I ain't worried about no I ain't, I ain't worried about no chick at 21 years old. Like, no, man, like
yeah,
she probably sucking dick anyway. So like, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about no chick right now, you know. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like not saying that I don't want none in the future, but for right now, I just think just for most young people, like like 18, 19, 20, 21 year olds, like I think like they should focus on themselves, like, like build their money, build their brand, build their career, like stuff like that. If you do find that love early, go for it. I ain't gonna stop you,
all right,
but I think like especially just for like you and me, where we're at right now, like you're in college and stuff like that. I know that you want to do stuff out of college, like, that should be your main focus is to do stuff out of college, so um but for like most teens, they should just focus on building themselves up first before they worry about somebody else. But it's all up to them. If they find love early, go for it. Like, we'll stop you.
yeah,
So so
yeah, yeah.
go for it.
Yeah, it's all about like at the time, like knowing who you are as a person and trying to like I said, focus on yourself and like have fun. Like just have fun. Like don't be worrying about trying to be like trying to find someone so I can spend the rest of my life. That'll come when it come. Like you can't try to force it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you shouldn't be worrying about trying to be in a relationship because think about it too. Like, is it really a real relationship at that age? Like, think about we're still like kind of like kids still, like at 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. Like we still have like we're still in that teenager stage kind of like
Hmm.
we just like we starting to get out of it, but like we still in that. So it's like we still trying to, do we want like have fun. It's not about like being in a
Right,
relationship,
right. Like we're
being
still living in a like we're still living like in the kid's mindset where we want like just to like like just to party, have fun, like we're not worried about settling down yet because settling down is a whole nother situation because like that means like you have to be faithful and and committed to yourself and that person too, like which is hard at 21 because like you want to do stuff like you want just to feel like the experience of like parties and like having fun and and stuff like that. Like perfect situation. Michael B. Jordan and Lawyer Harvey. He's 35, she's 25. Reason why they broke up because like she wants to have fun. Like she's 25. She's she's still trying to find herself. She's young. He's 35. He's a grown, valued black man. But like if it was to like come down to that, you have just let her go, man, because like you can't because you can't stop her from here she says like she wants to have fun. Let her go, man, because like she's she's 10 years younger than you, man. But like but he does have a lot going for himself. But I hope he does find what he wants in life. But like but at that time she's young, man. She's 25, man. She wants to go out, have fun with friends. Like she doesn't want to be like tied up and marriage and stuff like that. 25 marriage, that's what he wants. He wants to marry her. And she said, hell no. I want to go out and have fun. Nothing against you. We can still say mutual friends, but I want just to have fun and party. You know. But for people like that, you just gotta let them go. Ain't nothing personal, but they want just to like like they're all ready to like settle down. They want to have fun. You gotta let them go.
that too. Like what you just said, like be mutual friends after the breakup. I don't believe that. Like I don't believe that. Like that's even a thing. Like being friends with someone after you broke up with that person. Like, cause think about okay, for example, you probably been with that person for like many years, and like you guys really like have feelings for each other. You really love each other. Then all of a sudden, boom, like break up, and it's like, but like we can still be friends. for me, I don't think I can actually be friends with someone that I just went like I dated, because like all those memories are gonna think about all those memories and it's gonna come back like when you guys together, and it's like
Yeah.
it's gonna make you feel some kind of way. So it's like, do you really want to be friends with someone you broke up with?
Right, right. I understand. Right, yeah, because like it's just all gonna just have those flashbacks. Like, damn, like we broke up, but we still hanging out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, yeah, I see you coming from. Oh, the other question that I had. So I was listening to the radio today, and the radio host said like, I don't wanna use black women as the example. I want to say it as if like, do you think most women are starting to become masculine when they say, I don't need a man for shit. I'm INDEPENDENT. You know, like so basically what he was saying is like, do you think most women when they say that, do you think like they're starting to become masculine? Like, are they starting to become crazy? Like, do you think like they're just insane when they say that? So what do you think? What do you think?
Hey, like everybody got a title to their own opinion. Everybody has a title to their perspective. But at the same time, it's like when I hear when women say like, "Oh, I don't need a man and I don't need a man for nothing," and this, and that, I'm good all by myself. Listen, you're lying. You're lying, because you saying that because you're trying to prove to man that you're strong. Like you gotta really prove that you're really strong and independent. That doesn't make anything like better, like you saying that, like, because that looking like you just want some attention. It's basically like you're crying for help. Like it's
Yeah,
because deep down you really saying you really want a man, just you just don't want to admit it. Like that's for me, that's just my opinion. But like when like it's like now, like especially in this generation of women, like they are trying to become like us, like be more masculine. They trying to, I don't know if it's the chicken they eating all this pork, and they be like, women just be like get so damn aggressive. Like, why are you like so damn aggressive? Like why you gotta feel like you gotta yell every time you talk, or you gotta feel like you getting attacked or something, like when
yeah. When
I
you're
don't, I
trying
don't
to tell a woman something like, and they go back at you like, I'm like, whoa, I'm trying to attack your character. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. Like, oh, you can't tell me nothing because, like, this and that. Like, whoa, chill out, shorty. I ain't trying to attack your
right,
character. Like,
right, exactly.
like, chill out.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I think that's like when every time, if I'm talking to a female and they try to like get all aggressive, get attitude, I'll be asking you, been eating chicken, have you? It's that chicken. I do be like, I'm like, is that
And
chicken? That
another thing is like, I just hate like when a guy compliments a woman, like they always feel like you trying to flirt with them or something like that. Like, I can't say that you pretty. I can't say you got a nice dress on today. Like, and they're like, I don't want you, nigga. Like, I just say you had a nice dress. Like, I just hate those kind of women because like they always assume that they just trying to that the dude trying to get in their pants. Like, no, it ain't like that, shorty. I said you had a nice dress. Did I say
and right.
anything about did I say
Like,
anything about your goodies? No. All I said was just you just have a nice dress today. Have a
like,
blessed day and keep it moving. I don't
right,
want
like
you, nigga. Like, be
facts.
gone, man. I don't
Women,
know.
women are confusing. Like they are so confusing. Like
I
they
just
don't
hate those
know.
kind of women, man. Like they just think like all men trying to fuck. Like, no,
Yeah, that's how
I'm
they
trying
really
to
think
fuck.
about this.
A
Now I ain't gonna
man
lie.
can't even say like a man nowadays can't even say you have a nice dress on today without that female saying you're trying to fuck me, aren't you? What? Like, but that's the way it is. Because women always assume that men are trying to fuck. Like, I don't
And,
know.
and another thing too, like what kills me about women, like they'll get in one relationship and it might not work, and they'll say, "Oh, all men ain't shit." Like, damn, like for real, like that's crazy to me. Like you were based off of one person, and you think every man is just like that. Like, first of all, you can't get mad at all men because you picked the wrong type of dude. Because most of you women are pretty much attracted to the same type of dude. Like he got to be. That's what I says that social media shit, like it influence all these like these people like to be like, they want to be like who they are, who they admire. Like we in that worshiping and idolizing era because of social media. But yeah, man, they just want to be. They want these dudes. They want to be like thugs and have tattoos and want to be all aggressive. They like them type of dudes. But it's like when they be
Cause you
with
showed me that one. Cause you showed me that one video on IG the other day when the guy was he like a nuclear physicist or something like that, and the girl hung up on him because like he was nerdy and stuff like that. Let me say something. If the dude had dreads and tattoos, you'd be like, oh yeah, 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 yeah.
she said he didn't have no personality because like of that. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what kills me because like for me, like for example, okay, you want to consider me a nerd? Oh, cool. I'm fine with that because I like for me, I like anime. Like I like anime. I play video games. Like okay, I'm a nerd. I can admit that. Like it's cool. Like I don't have to like be something that I'm not. Like I'm being myself. Like I thought like would you want to be with a man who like is comfortable with being himself and not trying to portray to be someone else to impress you? Like that's what it should be about. And in return, and vice versa too. Like, but it's just crazy. Like I don't know, but and it's crazy. And we say the same thing. We say all women and shit. They will say they favorite line is who hurt you. Like, who hurt you? Like, all women is not like that. You see what I'm saying? It's like, that's crazy to me. They are some confusing human beings. Like,
Yeah.
it's that, I think it's like, it's that chicken that missing. It's they,
Mm.
food, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, y'all. Short episode. Dre and Jeremy show. That's about it. That's about it.
Yeah,
See you
good.
on the
And
next
thank,
episode.
like, again, man, thank you guys for, running up last episode. We really appreciate you guys for all the love and support. Like I said, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. So
I'm Jeremy,
I'm DREE,
and
and we
we
out.
are out.